one leaked clip, one elevator. And just like that, Lil Scrappy's entire kingdom crumbled before sunrise. You ever wake up thinking you're the man, only to find the internet dragging you before your coffee even hits the cup? Yeah, welcome to Scrappy's nightmare. Because when Stevie J decides to drop hotel footage like it's TMZ on steroids, you better believe it ain't for clout. This wasn't a mistake. This was surgical. This was personal. And Bambi, baby, she didn't even blink, slid into that elevator like she was gliding into a whole new identity. No disguise, no security. It's just her and a man who ain't her husband, caught in 4K with lighting so crisp it could pass for a reality show pilot. So now we gotta ask, was this a betrayal or a blueprint? Is Stevie J a savage? Or just tired of keeping secrets? And what the hell was Bambi really doing that night? Stepping into scandal with the confidence of someone who knew exactly what she was doing. Buckle up, because this ain't just gossips, a full-blown expose, and we're about to break it all the way down. Grab your tea, if you're gonna need a refill. Lil Scrappy never saw it coming, and that's the part that hurts the most. 1 minute, he's living like this self-proclaimed king of ATL, thinking his world is under control. And the next minute, his name is plastered across every timeline like a walking scandal. It didn't come from the streets. It didn't come from a blog. It came from inside the house, Stevie J. A man who once smiled in his face and sat at his table, dropped a hotel surveillance video that didn't just shake the internet. It shattered whatever was left of Scrappy's pride. The clip was crisp, high definition, time-stamped, no cuts, no filters. It showed his Bambi walking straight into an elevator at 4:47 a.m. with a man who wasn't him. No entourage, no hood, no disguise. Just her looking way too comfortable with someone she claimed she barely knew. The internet lost its mind within seconds. Fans went into detective mode. Blogs reposted within minutes, and Twitter threads turned the incident into a full-blown investigation. But the betrayal wasn't just on screen, it was in the delivery. Stevie J didn't just leak the clip. He did it with precision, like he'd been waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And trust, this wasn't random. Word is, Stevie had that footage in the vault for weeks. Sat on it, waited, calculated. And when he dropped it, he didn't say a word, just posted the clip with one word: karma. That was enough. Shockwaves through every corner of social media. People weren't just shocked at the footage, they were confused about the why. Why would Stevie go this far? What happened between him and Scrappy that turned friendship into full-on warfare? The thing is, this wasn't some isolated incident. The drama between these three had been brewing for months, hidden beneath a thin layer of fake smiles, red carpet poses, and co-parenting captions. Scrappy and Bambi had been publicly pretending to be solid, but behind the scenes, it was chaos. Friends turned to enemies, dims turned into evidence, and trust that had been gone for a while. Sources close to the couple say the relationship had been running on fumes: arguments, jealousy, secrets, and long nights away from home. And Stevie, he was always around, always available, always listening. He played it cool on the outside, but kept receipts on the inside. There had been whispers for weeks that Bambi had been venting to Stevie about Scrappy's behavior, how he was emotionally distant, stuck in street mode, and refusing to grow up. At first it seemed innocent, a friend lending an ear. But then, things got messy. Calls turned into meets. Meets turned into late-night link-ups. And Scrappy had no idea. The betrayal wasn't just that Bambi was allegedly getting close to someone else. It was that the someone else was one of his own. A man he'd gone to bat for. A man who knew every corner of his life. And when the video dropped, it didn't just show Bambi with another man. It exposed the entire web of lies holding their public image together. People started digging deeper. Who was the man in the elevator? Some said he was a known promoter from ATL, someone Scrappy used to call bro. Others said he was just a decoy, a placeholder while the real betrayal brewed elsewhere. But it didn't stop there. Just hours after the video went viral, a burner Instagram account popped up, dropping what looked like private DMs between Bambi and multiple men. Screenshots filled with cold confessions and calculated manipulation. Lines like, "He cares more about his image than our family, and let him run back to his mama if he wants sympathy." Time-stamped, dated, all while Bambi was posting happy family selfies online. The timeline exploded. The betrayal wasn't just fresh, it had roots. Roots that went back months, maybe even longer. And while everyone was busy analyzing clips and decoding captions, the man at the center of it, all Lil Scrappy, went silent. No tweets, no IG lives, no clapbacks, just straight radio silence. And for a man like Scrappy, that silence said everything. This wasn't just heartbreak, this was humiliation. One insider claimed he locked himself in the studio, turned off his phone, and told his team not to call him. Another source said he was more than mad, he was broken. Said he never thought Bambi would flip the script on him so publicly, so brutally, and with someone he once called a brother. And just when the internet thought the drama had peaked, another clip dropped, this time with audio. Same elevator. Footage, but now with sound. And what Bambi whispered before those elevator doors closed made jaws hit the floor. Tell Scrappy he should have kept his phone locked. Then she laughed. And the man she was with, he leaned in and kissed her neck. The internet erupted again. TikTok turned into CSI. People slowed the footage frame by frame, zoomed in on tattoos, matched voices, compared clothing from past IG stories. The conclusion that man wasn't random, he was part of the inner circle, someone who'd been around Scrappy for years. The betrayal wasn't just romantic, it was personal, deep, intentional. But then came the biggest twist. A deleted screenshot leaked from Stevie J's DMS to Bambi, dated 2 days before the hotel clip went public. It said, "You ready? Once this drops, there's no going back." Her reply, "Drop it. Let them see who he really is." In that moment, everything changed. This wasn't just a scandal. It was a setup. K-planned takedown with receipts, strategy, and perfect timing. And Bambi. She wasn't just the center of the drama, she was in control of it. Suddenly, the entire narrative shifted. Fans went from shocked to suspicious. Was this all an elaborate play? Was Bambi working with Stevie to destroy Scrappy's name and clear her own path forward? Because right after the video leak and the screenshots, another story broke. Bambi was allegedly in talks for her own reality series. Not a side character, not a guest, the lead. And guess who was rumored to be the executive producer? Stevie J. EJ. The dots were connecting faster than anyone could keep up with, and fans who once dismissed the drama as just another love and hip-hop mess were now starting to see a deeper game unfolding right in front of them. This wasn't just about a leaked elevator clip or a crumbling relationship. This was about positioning, power, and public perception. Bambi wasn't just walking away from Scrappy. She was stepping into a bigger spotlight. And if the rumors were true, Stevie J was holding the flashlight. As the drama went nuclear online, the mysterious Instagram account that first leaked the DMs began dropping even more damning receipts, including alleged texts between Bambi and a network producer where she hinted that her current storyline was finally heating up and that sometimes you gotta burn it all down to rise from the ashes. Fans couldn't believe it. Was this whole mess part of a larger plot to boost her profile while destroying Scrappy's? It was beginning to look like it. Adding fuel to the fire, an anonymous hotel staff member came forward in a now-deleted blog interview claiming they had seen Bambi and the unidentified man multiple times in the weeks leading up to the leak, sometimes late at night, sometimes in the early morning, always in the same penthouse suite, booked under a different name. They claimed Stevie J had been seen on the property more than once, but never went through the front. According to the source, he came in through the service entrance like someone who knew he wasn't supposed to be seen. And just when fans thought things couldn't get more twisted, a voicemail allegedly from Lil Scrappy surfaced. His voice cracked with emotion, full of confusion and betrayal as he said, "I don't even know who to trust no more. Bambi, you broke me. But this goes deeper than you. There's somebody else pulling the strings, and I think I know who." That one clip sent the internet into a frenzy all over again. Theories exploded. Reddit threads popped up dissecting every word. Who was the real mastermind? Was Stevie J the puppet master, or just another piece in a much bigger scheme? Right on cue, another piece of footage dropped, this time from a private party a few days before the hotel scandal. In the grainy clip, Bambi could be seen in a heated, whispering match with a man whose face stayed just out of frame. But the audio was clear. "Scrappy finds out it's over for all of us," she said. And the man's response was chilling. "Don't worry, Stevie's got this handled." The internet couldn't keep up. Fans were creating timelines, cross-referencing past posts, and even pulling up old clips from the show to piece together what could have been going on behind the scenes for months. And through it all, Bambi stayed silent. No interviews, no denials, just cryptic posts on Instagram. One post showed her sipping champagne with the caption, "Let them talk while I level up." Another said, "Queens don't explain. We elevate." The silence made it worse. Fans wanted answers, and the mystery just kept growing. Then came another blow. A leaked text thread between Stevie J and an alleged entertainment journalist appeared online. In the thread, Stevie allegedly bragged that the hotel video was just phase 1 and that Scrappy's about to disappear from every network that matters. This wasn't just a relationship meltdown. This was an image assassination, a strategic erasure of everything Scrappy had built in front of the cameras. And the public couldn't decide whether to be outraged or impressed. Some fans called Stevie a backstabbing traitor. Others called him a genius for exposing what they claimed was years of manipulation and hypocrisy. Either way, he had everyone's attention. Just when the dust was starting to settle, another shocking piece of content hit the net. A hidden camera video from inside a hotel suite showed Scrappy confronting Bambi, his voice trembling with rage and disbelief as he said, "How could you? After everything." Her reply sent chills down viewers' spines. She looked him dead in the face and said, "You were already losing control. I'm just finishing the job." The rawness of the confrontation, the intimacy of their pain, and the realization that this was real, not scripted, not exaggerated, left even the most hardened viewers speechless. This wasn't just drama anymore. This was heartbreak televised, while the internet devoured every leaked moment like vultures circling a carcass. Insiders whispered about something even more sinister. According to a source close to a major network, Stevie J had been leveraging his industry connections to quietly block Scrappy's upcoming music release. Apparently, deals that were once greenlit had suddenly gone cold. Emails stopped getting returned. PR agents were ghosting. It was like the industry was turning its back on Scrappy in real time, and behind it all, Stevie's fingerprints were everywhere. Calls made from his team, quiet conversations with label reps, and one strange message allegedly left on a producer's voicemail saying, "Don't back a sinking ship. It's over for him." As the public watched the fallout unfold, the reactions became more and more divided. Some said Scrappy had it coming, that he'd built his image on being untouchable and now the cracks were finally showing. Others said Bambi had sold her soul for a storyline, willing to destroy her family just to become the face of a new spin-off. Just when it seemed like everything had already been laid bare, the internet was blindsided yet again by a twist so wild it almost felt scripted. But this wasn't love and hip-hop fiction. This was raw, calculated betrayal playing out in real Time and the next drop proved that the rabbit hole went even deeper. A new clip emerged from a second angle inside the hotel, this time not just showing Bambi entering the elevator, but catching a private conversation between her and Stevie J in the hallway minutes before. It wasn't grainy. It wasn't muted. It was clear as day. Stevie leaned in close and whispered, "This changes everything. You ready to play your part?" Bambi nodded without hesitation, lips curled into the kind of smile that didn't belong to someone unsure. Fans lost it. This wasn't about being caught red-handed. This was about being caught red planning. Every theory that painted Stevie as just an opportunistic bystander got blown out the water. He wasn't riding the wave, he was building the tsunami. Comments flooded in, accusing the two of conspiring from the jump, of crafting this storyline like it was a plot twist designed to demolish Scrappy's brand and rebuild Bambi's in its ashes. And while Bambi was busy posting cryptic captions about destiny and growth, a new insider came forward to a gossip page with what they called the final receipts. According to them, Bambi and Stevie had been planning this leak for over a month. They claimed Bambi was fed up with Scrappy dragging his feet in their relationship, that she was tired of protecting his image while her own name got dragged through the mud. So Stevie offered her a way out, one that came with a TV deal, brand deals, and a seat at the producer's table. All she had to do was flip the script. The insider even alleged that the hotel footage wasn't accidental at all, that Bambi knew the cameras were there, that she timed the elevator entrance perfectly, and that the man she walked in with was nothing more than a pawn used to ignite the fire. Suddenly, the story didn't seem like a tragic betrayal, it felt like a hostile takeover. And as this narrative took hold, the media began to shift. Articles that once defended Bambi started using words like calculated and ruthless. Meanwhile, Scrappy's silence continued to haunt the timeline, but it wouldn't stay silent forever. A voice memo surfaced, this time from Scrappy himself. It wasn't an interview. It wasn't a track. It was a private message left on a friend's voicemail that someone decided the world needed to hear. In it, Scrappy said, "I gave her everything, and all she wanted was more. I ain't just lost my wife, I lost my name, my fans, my future. They ain't just exposed me, they erased me." That clip went viral within minutes. Fans who had mocked his silence now started seeing the pain behind it. Memes turned into think pieces. People started asking if the internet had gone too far, if what was being done to Scrappy was less about justice and more about manipulation disguised as transparency. But the storm wasn't done. The digital world debated whether Bambi was a mastermind or a monster. Another secret dropped like a wrecking ball. A leaked email chain between Stevie J and a major music executive hinted at a plot to block Scrappy's upcoming album release. "We'll make sure no one touches it." One email read, "Let him sit in silence until he fades out." The implications were wild. This wasn't just a personal feud anymore. This was a full-blown industry blackout, one that could ruin careers, wipe out income, and leave reputations in ashes. At this point, fans were divided down the middle. Team Bambi hailed her as a woman finally taking control of her narrative. Team Scrappy saw a man stripped of everything by people he once called family. And then, as if the universe wanted to, throw one last twist into the blender. A deep-fake video appeared online. In the clip, Scrappy looked directly into the camera and admitted to cheating on Bambi for years. Social media went into cardiac arrest until tech experts quickly confirmed the video was fake, fabricated, digitally created to mimic his voice and face. But the damage had already been done. It had been shared thousands of times, picked up by blogs, and used as ammo by those ready to paint him as the villain. This smear campaign was working. That's when people started asking who was really behind the deepfake. Was Stevie involved? Was this another layer in his campaign to erase Scrappy's credibility? Or was someone else now playing puppet master in a game that had spiraled beyond even Bambi's control? The tension hit boiling point when Bambi was spotted entering a closed-door meeting with a major streaming network executive. No cameras, no statements, just her manager, and a folder of papers. The rumor, a tell-all special, was in the works. One where she'd spill everything about Scrappy, Stevie, the show, the betrayal. It would be her ultimate rebrand, her final play to rewrite the narrative before Scrappy could even lift a mic. Meanwhile, Scrappy's team reportedly scrambled to stop the bleeding, reaching out to blogs, threatening legal action, and trying to secure emergency interviews to tell his side. But the clock was ticking. And every second that passed was another second where Bambi's version of the truth became gospel. In a world that moves at the speed of scandal, Scrappy was running out of time. One final headline hit the blogs late. That night, exclusive Scrappy considering stepping away from entertainment for good. The man who once ruled ATL's reality scene, the rapper who brought charisma, drama, and chaos to every frame, is reportedly ready to walk away. And if true, it meant Stevie and Bambi didn't just win, they took everything. From elevator footage to fake confessions, from DMIs to blacklists. What started as a messy breakup spiraled into a masterclass in public takedown. And in the end, all that was left was a trail of broken bonds, shattered reputations, and a very public reminder that in the world of fame, the real battle isn't who's right tits, who controls the narrative. Alright, y'all, after all that, chaos, betrayal, and behind-the-scenes sabotage. One thing is crystal clear, this wasn't just a scandal, it was a takedown. But the real question is, who really pulled the strings? Was it Bambi playing chess while Scrappy was stuck playing checkers? Was Stevie J the puppet master behind it all? Or is there an even bigger player hiding in the shadows, controlling the whole narrative? I need to hear from you. Drop your wildest theories in the comments. No take is too crazy at this point. Are you Team Scrappy, still riding for the underdog who got ambushed? Or are you Team Bambi, cheering on the woman who flipped the script and took her power back? Let's argue. And if you made it this far, go ahead and smash that like button to let the algorithm know this drama is just too juicy to ignore. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next bombshell. Because trust me, this saga ain't over. I've got my ear to the streets, and the next drop might be even messier than this one. Stay tuned, stay ready, and stay loud because this story is far from finished.